Well, Peter, thanks very much for the opportunity. With a majority of, I think, about 1,200 votes, in a context where what is necessary from our point of view, I can state very clearly and very simply. What we need to know is that the paramilitary organisations are going to go away. We need to know that the IRA is not going to be a player in the situation in the future, that it's the private army that the IRA represents is not to be a factor in the future. So we need to find out from the Republican movement that they're going to, in some way, either wind up or transmute their organisation from a private army into something which is entirely peaceful and an adjunct of a normal democratic society rather than what it has been hitherto. And I say that with confidence because we know Sinn Féin did get elected by a margin of 53 votes over our own representative. If there is to be stability, then we need to know that there is a framework which is going to ensure compliance with the agreement, and that there will be safeguards and remedies in the event of any party failing to comply with the agreement. And as one of the areas of concern in terms of failure to comply with the agreement is the question of continuing paramilitary activity. So we've therefore welcomed the suggestion that emerged just immediately before the meetings in Northern Ireland last week, that a body be created whose job it would be to oversee and to monitor ceasefires, paramilitary activity, and indeed other matters as well, that this body would be in a position to give the public clear indication as to who was responsible for particular incidents.
Northern Ireland Assembly and a member of British Parliament, the Honourable David Trimble.
Implementation of the agreement, so far as Republicans are concerned, does mean disarmament and the winding up or the transmutation of the IRA into some other type of organisation. Many people may not have thought that this would ever happen, but the time has now come where it has to happen. The time has now come where it will happen. Although, as I say, I'm not sure if it's going to happen this month, next month, the month after, or maybe even be dragged out for a little bit longer. But we have reached the point where those decisions have to be taken and where they have to be followed through. The only question is whether Republicans are actually now ready to embrace the future, or whether they're going to continue to cling to the past.
Be here